Guys, welcome back to the puzzle solving series where I give you 5 positions in each episode and you try to solve them. So let's take a look at the first position. White just played bishop d3, threatening to take our knight, but here we have beautiful setups on d file as well as on this diagonal b6 g1. And we start, you can pause the video and try to solve the problem. The first move to play is to play bishop b6, we give this check, getting the king away, and now we don't play knight f2 because actually knight f2 allows kinda these trades, and actually white is the side which will win the game. So here we first pin this bishop on d file, and our idea was to take on d3 no matter what. Let's say they play some rook f3, we might play knight f2 and then rook d3. Let's say b3 or a3, some nonsense move, then rook d3, queen d3, knight f2, we discover attack on the queen and also with the check, so we'll win the queen. So here I decide to take on g5, but we just take this bishop on g5 and win the game. Let's move on to the next puzzle. Position number 2, white just played bishop g5, and if we take this bishop on g5 with our rook, they will actually play d takes c5 and we are down out of material and will lose the game. But here black have a resource which wins the game. You can pause the video and try to solve this problem. I'm showing you the solution right now, and of course again look for checks, different capture attacks. Here obvious check would be rook f2, and now if king goes to e3, try to find the best possible move, and that move would have been bishop d4, then king d4, c5 check, king e3, d4. That's one of the most insane checkmates I've seen recently. That's why king went to g4, and now if bishop f5, again another obvious check here. King h5 actually kinda saves the game still. Rook h4, bishop h4, knight g3, king g5, and king kinda runs away. So here we gotta make sure we actually take the square of this king and play h5 ourselves first. So king h4, rook h2 checkmate, and here we go for bishop f5, king h4, and rook h2 is a checkmate. Let's move on to the next one. Position number 3, black just played rook e8 and they allow obvious knight f7 check, and I think every beginner will play this move in this position and will play this as well. Knight f7, king j8, and now we take on d8, and now bishop b4 was the initial idea, but here we have this king d1, and unfortunately for black pieces after knight b7, we take the piece, and it turns out this bishop will have to go back and we'll just take on d5 and then some discover attack, and we'll win one of the rooks and eventually win the game. Let's move to the position number 4. This puzzle is quite easy as well. Black just played queen c4, so their idea is that basically after queen f6, they will take this, and after queen h8 there will be some discover attacks. But here, it doesn't work for black, and this move for queen c4 looks very, very dumb, because after queen f6, let's just calculate. So we have a lot of opportunities, and of course we'll take this rook on h8, and now bishop h6. So black decided to attack this queen f6, and the idea is, I assume the idea is some perpetual check, but even they don't work here, because queen f6, rook d1, yeah, it's possible, and somehow, yeah, this could have been the black's idea, but unfortunately for them, we'll just take on d8, we'll take on h6, even though black have queen, they'll probably lose the game. They have this queen b2 with a knight d2, we have bishop and 2 rooks for the queen. That's easily understandable, better for white pieces. Let's move to the last puzzle of this episode. This is probably the easiest one. You saw it today. Black just played c6 and white have checkmate in 2 moves. I'm not sure why this puzzle is rated 3025, but I think most of the players below 2000 can find this checkmate. So here c6 is played, and many people will give maybe queen c7 and then think of queen e7 checkmate, but again doesn't work. And let's say queen c7, king a8, queen c8, bishop d8, some knight f6, king e7, queen d7, king actually escapes. but here we gotta look at different ideas, you know, how queen and knight can work here. So we actually play queen d6 first, and the idea is if king a8 is played, then knight c7 and the game is over. And of course, if king c8, how it's played in the puzzle, we just play queen c7 and it's a finish to black's king and white won the game. Again, let me know in the comments what do you think about the series. You know, this was quite easy, right? Even though, you know, it says high rating, you can actually achieve it. So again, give me your feedback in the comments. I'll see you in next episodes. Bye bye.